Welcome to our channel History of Coins, where we explore the hidden gems of numismatics. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of U.S. state quarter-dollar coins, as some of these coins are rare and can make you rich overnight. In this video, we are gonna uncover the rarest coins and their values. So make sure to watch the complete video and find out if you have one of these. Now let's continue our today's video. Top 1 today, we're diving deep into a fascinating and surprisingly valuable coin, the 2007 Kentucky State Quarter. You might think a quarter is just worth 25 cents, but what if I told you one of these could be worth more than a brand new luxury car? Stick with me, because this is no ordinary pocket change. This is a rare and extraordinary coin that's capturing the attention of collectors across the globe. If you enjoy coin collecting, or you've ever wondered if that old quarter in your drawer might be worth something, you're going to love what we're uncovering today. Let's begin with a little history. In 1999, the United States Mint launched the 50 State Quarters program, an ambitious and exciting project that released a unique quarter for each of the 50 U.S. states, in the order they joined the Union. Each coin had a custom reverse design that celebrated the heritage, history, and culture of that state. The program was a massive success, reigniting interest in coin collecting across America and beyond. Now, fast forward to 2007, when the Kentucky State Quarter was reissued as part of a supplemental collector's series and, in some cases, minted with unexpected and extremely rare errors. While Kentucky originally received its state quarter in 2001, certain 2007 dated versions were created under very specific and rare conditions, and those are the ones collectors are going absolutely wild for. What makes these quarters from 2007 so special? It's not just the iconic design showing the Federal Hill Mansion and a proud racehorse behind a fence, symbolizing Kentucky's deep roots in horse racing and Southern tradition. It's the errors and anomalies that happen during the minting process that give this coin its mysterious and valuable reputation. One of the most desirable versions of this coin includes what collectors call a double die error. This means that during the minting process, the die that stamps the design onto the coin struck it more than once, slightly out of alignment. The result? You'll see doubled images, especially on the inscriptions like E Pluribus Unum or Kentucky. These doubling effects are very subtle, but for trained eyes, they're like gold. Then there are coins struck off-center. Imagine a quarter where the design is shifted or partially missing. These are known as off-center strikes. Depending on the degree of the error, and whether the date and state name are still visible, these coins can command incredibly high prices. Another fascinating rarity is the wrong planchet error. That's when a quarter was mistakenly struck on a coin blank meant for a different denomination, like a nickel or a dime. These mishaps don't happen often, and when they do, the resulting coins are extremely unique. Imagine holding in your hand a quarter that weighs less, looks different, and shouldn't even exist. That's the kind of rarity collectors dream of. There are also examples where the edge of the coin was misstruck, creating reading issues, or where parts of the design are missing entirely due to die break errors, where parts of the die break off, leaving raised blobs or missing sections on the coin. These are called cut errors, and the more dramatic they are, the more a collector is willing to pay. So now you might be wondering, how can a simple 2007 Kentucky quarter be so rare? The answer lies in how few of these error coins were actually made, and even fewer have been found in pristine, uncirculated condition. A coin with a rare error is one thing, but a rare error in mint state condition? That's a collector's dream. These coins are almost impossible to find in circulation today, and when one does appear, the bidding war that follows is intense. If you ever come across a 2007 Kentucky quarter with even a hint of an error, don't spend it. Get it checked by a professional grading service. Because what you're holding might not be 25 cents. It might be a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. And now, for the moment you've been waiting for. One of these rare Kentucky quarters from 2007, featuring an exceptional mint error and preserved in near-perfect condition, has been valued at an astonishing $82,000. Yes, you heard that right. 82,000 United States dollars for a single quarter that most people would overlook. So, before you empty out your change jar or pay for your next coffee, take a good look at those coins. You never know, you might be holding a tiny fortune right in your palm. Top 2, we're uncovering the fascinating story of a seemingly ordinary coin that could be worth a jaw-dropping amount of money. Yes, we're talking about the United States New Hampshire state quarter dollar from the year 2000, a coin that many people overlook, but collectors know has secrets that make it incredibly special, highly collectible, and in some cases, shockingly valuable. Now, at first glance, the 2000 New Hampshire quarter might not seem like anything out of the ordinary. It was part of the U.S. Mint's wildly popular 50-state quarters program, which began in 1999 and continued through 2008. Each state was given a chance to celebrate its heritage, people, and landmarks with a custom design on the reverse of the quarter. New Hampshire's design features the famous Old Man of the Mountain, a naturally occurring rock formation that, for centuries, was the state's pride and symbol of strength. Sadly, the formation collapsed in 2003, just a few years after the quarter was released. This has made the coin even more meaningful to collectors and residents alike. Below the image, you'll find the state motto, "Live free or die," bold, fearless, and undeniably American. But let me tell you, it's not just the historical and cultural meaning that makes this coin interesting. It's the rare and mysterious errors, combined with near-perfect condition, that turn this quarter from everyday currency into a collectible powerhouse. Let's get into it. What makes the year 2000 New Hampshire state quarter so rare and desirable? First, there are the double die errors. These happen when the coin's design is struck twice, slightly out of alignment. You might see doubled letters, ghost images, or blurred lines in the inscriptions. On the New Hampshire quarter, these errors have been found particularly around the words New Hampshire and Live Free or Die. For collectors, this kind of doubling is a huge deal because it's not supposed to happen. It turns an ordinary coin into a one-of-a-kind specimen. Next up, off-center strikes. Sometimes, a coin doesn't land properly under the die during the minting process. That means the design ends up being pushed to one side, with part of it cut off or missing entirely. The more dramatic the off-center strike, and the more of the date and state name that are still visible, the more valuable the coin becomes. Some of these are stunning to look at, and collectors absolutely love them. And then we have the wrong planchet errors. This is when a quarter is accidentally struck on a coin blank mint for a different denomination, like a nickel or a foreign coin. Imagine a New Hampshire quarter that's smaller, lighter, or a different color than usual. These coins are incredibly rare and extremely valuable. They stand out the moment you hold one in your hand, and they're like the holy grail to coin hunters. But we're not done yet. There's one more kind of error that turns heads in the numismatic world: clipped planchet errors. These coins have a noticeable chunk missing from their edge, almost like someone took a bite out of it. They occur when coin blanks are improperly cut at the mint. A clipped New Hampshire quarter with the date fully visible and the error clearly defined is not just rare, it's a treasure. Of course, errors are only part of the story. Condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. A coin with a rare error is great, but a coin with a rare error in brilliant, uncirculated, mint state condition? That's what dreams are made of. Coins that have been preserved in pristine condition, untouched by wear or time, are the ones that fetch the highest prices at auctions and in private collections. Now you might be wondering, what's the best way to know if your quarter is valuable? Start by looking at the date and design closely. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the lettering, the edge, the image of the Old Man of the Mountain. Look for anything unusual, doubling, missing parts, odd textures. And if you find something strange, get it graded and authenticated by a professional. That small step could be worth thousands, because believe it or not, one rare example of the 2000 New Hampshire state quarter, featuring an exceptional mint error and preserved in near-flawless condition, has been valued at a staggering $79,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. 79,000 United States dollars for a single quarter that could be hiding in a coin jar, a pocket, or even your couch cushions. It's stories like this that keep the world of coin collecting so thrilling. A simple piece of metal, minted for everyday use, can become a hidden treasure that changes someone's life. And who knows, the next one could be sitting right in front of you. Top 3, we're uncovering the story of a coin that might be sitting quietly in your collection or change jar, hiding a secret that could be worth thousands. Today's spotlight is on the 2001 New York State quarter dollar. a coin that represents the Empire State with pride. But in some rare and unbelievable cases, this little quarter has become the star of major coin auctions and collectors' wish lists. Yes, you heard that right. We're talking about a 25-cent piece that could be worth a life-changing amount, if you know what to look for. So sit tight, turn up the volume, and listen closely, because this could be one of the most exciting discoveries you'll make in your coin collecting journey. Let's start with a little backstory. In 1999, the U.S. Mint launched one of its most iconic programs, the 50-State Quarter Series. Each state was honored with its own unique quarter design, released in the order they joined the Union. By 2001, it was New York's turn, and what a design it was. The New York quarter features an outline of the state, the Statue of Liberty standing tall in front of it, and a trail of 11 stars symbolizing that New York was the 11th state to ratify the Constitution. Stretching across the design is a banner with the powerful words, "Gateway to Freedom," a tribute to New York's role as the entry point for millions of immigrants arriving in America in search of a better life. The symbolism is rich, the design is striking, and the historical value is undeniable. But what transforms this beautiful coin into a rare and valuable treasure? That's where things get truly exciting. Let's talk about minting errors, the kind that slip through the cracks at the U.S. Mint and accidentally create a coin that's one of a kind. These errors are what coin collectors crave. They make a standard quarter into something extraordinary. One of the most sought-after errors in the 2001 New York quarter is the double die error. This happens when the coin is struck more than once by the die, but not perfectly aligned. The result is subtle, but if you look closely, you'll see doubled text or image lines, especially around New York or Gateway to Freedom. This type of mistake instantly makes a coin rare and valuable. Then we have the off-center strike error. Imagine the entire design of the coin being shifted slightly off its intended position. Sometimes a portion of the coin's face is missing, or the state outline is partially cut off. The more dramatic the shift, and the more visible the date, the more desirable it becomes to collectors. There's also the incredibly rare wrong planchet error. This occurs when the quarter's design is struck onto a blank mint for another denomination, like a dime or a foreign coin. The result? A quarter that's lighter, thinner, or the wrong color entirely. These errors are extremely rare, and when they're found, they cause a huge buzz in the coin collecting world. And let's not forget the clipped planchet error, where a small, crescent-shaped portion of the coin is missing due to a mistake during the blank cutting process. Combine this kind of error with a visible date and a clean strike, and you're looking at a coin that could fetch serious money. Now, here's the secret most people don't know. It's not just the error itself that matters. It's also the condition of the coin. A New York quarter with a rare error is valuable, but a coin in mint state condition, meaning no wear, no scratches, and a brilliant shine, is what truly makes collectors open their wallets. These coins are often graded by professional services, and the highest grades can mean the difference between a few $100s and a small fortune. Think about it. How many people toss this quarter into their piggy banks, never realizing it could be a hidden gem? How many people spend it at a vending machine, unaware they were letting go of something incredibly rare? If you have a 2001 New York State quarter, now is the time to take a closer look. Use a magnifying glass, check for doubling, inspect the edges, and most importantly, don't rush. Treasure takes patience, because in some extremely rare cases, a single 2001 New York quarter, featuring a significant mint error and preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition, has been valued at an astounding $77,000. Yes, you heard that correctly. 77,000 United States dollars for a single 25-cent piece. That's the kind of story that makes coin collecting so thrilling, because you never know which small coin in your pocket could be your next big discovery. So take a look at your change, check your old collections, ask your grandparents about the coins they saved. You never know where that hidden treasure could be waiting. Top 4, we're diving deep into the story of a coin that many people might pass by without a second glance. A coin that could be sitting quietly in a drawer, hiding in a piggy bank, or even clinking around in your pocket right now. It's the Massachusetts State Quarter from the year 2000. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at a quarter the same way again. Because in certain rare conditions, this coin could be worth far, far more than 25 cents. We're talking about thousands of times its face value, all because of a few tiny details that only sharp-eyed collectors noticed. So let's take a journey into the history, the mystery, and the surprising value of the 2000 Massachusetts quarter. First, let's rewind to the turn of the millennium. The year 2000 wasn't just the dawn of a new century. It was also the second year of the U.S. Mint's massively popular 50-state quarters program. Each coin was carefully designed to honor the unique culture and contributions of one of the 50 states. And when it was Massachusetts' turn to be featured, the design chosen was bold, powerful, and deeply rooted in American history. The reverse side of the coin features the image of a Minuteman, standing proud and armed, symbolizing the state's central role in the American Revolution. Behind him is the outline of Massachusetts, and the words "the Bay State" appear as a tribute to its nickname. It's a design that speaks to courage, independence, and legacy, and it's no surprise that this coin instantly became a collector favorite when it was released. But here's where things get really interesting. Most Massachusetts quarters are worth exactly what you'd expect, 25 cents. But a small number of them, very specific ones, are worth far more because of a combination of rarity, minting errors, and exceptional condition. Let's talk about the first thing collectors look for: mint errors. These are accidental mistakes that happen during the coin-making process at the U.S. Mint. While these errors are unintentional, they're a dream come true for collectors. Because the fewer there are, the more valuable they become. One of the most prized errors found on the 2000 Massachusetts quarter is known as a double die error. This means the coin was struck twice by the die, but not quite in the same position. You might see slight ghost-like doubling on the text or design, especially in the words Massachusetts or the Bay State. At first glance, it might look like a blur or shadow, but to a collector, that's a golden signal of rarity. Another incredible find is the off-center strike error. Picture a coin where the design is noticeably shifted, like someone printed it too far to one side. Sometimes a portion of the state outline is missing, or the Minuteman is pushed awkwardly to the edge. The more off-center the strike, and the more of the date that remains visible, the more a collector is willing to pay. Then, there's one of the rarest and most exciting errors: the wrong planchet strike. This happens when the quarter's design is accidentally stamped on a blank intended for a different coin, such as a penny or a nickel. The result is a coin that looks completely off in color, size, or weight, and those are incredibly rare. A 2000 Massachusetts quarter struck on the wrong metal? That's not just a curiosity. It's a potential jackpot. And we can't forget the clipped planchet errors, where a small curved piece is missing from the coin's edge. These errors are easy to spot, and if they're combined with a full, clear date and design, they instantly increase a coin's desirability. But even if there are no visible errors, one more factor makes all the difference: condition. The most valuable coins aren't just rare, they're perfectly preserved. That means no scratches, no wear, no signs of circulation. These are coins that were likely taken directly from a fresh mint roll and stored away carefully. Coins like this are given high grades by professional grading services, usually mint state 65 or higher, and those top-tier grades can multiply the value of a coin dramatically. Now, you might be wondering, how do I know if my coin is valuable? Here's the trick: examine every detail. Use a magnifying glass, check for doubling, unusual spacing, missing details, strange edges, or off-center elements. And always check the condition. If you suspect you've got something rare, have it evaluated by a professional grading company. That simple step could unlock the value of your coin. Because believe it or not, one incredibly rare Massachusetts quarter from the year 2000, featuring a major mint error and preserved in nearly flawless, uncirculated condition, has been valued at a staggering $75,000. Yes, you heard that right. 75,000 United States dollars for a single quarter. A coin that, to the untrained eye, might look like any other. But for those who know what to look for, it's treasured. So before you spend that quarter, take a second look. You might just be holding a piece of American history and a small fortune. Top 5. We've got something truly special for all of you who appreciate the thrill of discovering rare and valuable coins. If you've ever held a pocket full of state quarters and thought nothing of them, you might want to look again, because the 2004 Arkansas state quarter could be hiding something extraordinary. This isn't just any coin. This is one of those special pieces that has taken collectors by storm, not just for its beauty, but because of its rarity, unique minting errors, and skyrocketing value in the collector's market. So sit back, grab your magnifying glass, and let's explore the fascinating world of the Arkansas quarter from 2004. You might be amazed at what this little coin is really worth. Let's start with a bit of background. The Arkansas State Quarter was released in 2004 as part of the United States Mint's 50 State Quarters program, a wildly popular series that ran from 1999 to 2008. Each state was given its own quarter design to celebrate its heritage, culture, and natural beauty. When Arkansas got its turn, it truly made a splash. The design of the 2004 Arkansas quarter is stunning. On one side, you'll find the traditional portrait of George Washington, as with all state quarters. But it's the reverse side that steals the show. The coin features a majestic image of a rice stalk, a diamond, and a soaring mallard duck above a tranquil lake with trees in the background. It's a tribute to the state's agricultural richness, its famous crater of Diamond State Park, where real diamonds can still be found, and its natural wildlife. But beyond the beauty lies the real story, because not every Arkansas quarter is created equal. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a state quarter. There must be millions of them out there. And you're right. In total, hundreds of millions of Arkansas quarters were minted. But what makes certain 2004 Arkansas quarters incredibly valuable are rare minting errors and the coin's condition. Let's talk about those errors first. You see, during the minting process, mistakes can happen. Most are caught and discarded, but not all. Some Arkansas quarters were released into circulation with astonishing errors that make them ultra-rare. One of the most prized variations is the double die error. This occurs when the coin is struck twice, slightly off alignment, creating a shadow-like doubling effect on the lettering or design elements. If you look closely at the words Arkansas, e pluribus unum, or even the feathers on the duck, and you see a doubled image, congratulations, you may be holding a rare treasure. Another high-value error is the off-center strike, where the design isn't perfectly aligned with the coin's edge. The more dramatic the misalignment, the higher the value. These coins are rare because the U.S. Mint has extremely tight quality control, so mistakes like this slipping through are highly unusual. Then there's the clipped planchet error, where a portion of the coin is literally missing because the blank metal disc was improperly cut. These mistakes, combined with a pristine condition, can turn a common coin into a collector's dream. But the condition is everything. A coin that has been heavily circulated might only fetch a few cents over face value. However, a 2004 Arkansas quarter in mint state, meaning it has no scratches, no discoloration, no signs of wear, and shines like the day it was struck. Now that is a whole different story. Professional grading agencies, like PCGS or NGC, evaluate coins on a scale from 1 to 70. A quarter graded MS, 68 or higher, is extremely rare. Combine that with an error, and the value explodes. Collectors are drawn to these coins not just for their beauty and symbolism, but because each one tells a story. The 2004 Arkansas quarter represents a time in American numismatics when everyday pocket change became something more, something artistic, historical, and sometimes shockingly valuable. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. If you happen to have a 2004 Arkansas State quarter that is in pristine, uncirculated condition, with a major minting error such as a double die or an off-center strike, you could be looking at a coin that has sold to collectors for as much as $73,000. Yes, you heard that right. One single quarter, worth $73,000. So don't overlook the change in your pocket or that old coin jar sitting on your shelf. You never know what rare treasure you might be holding. Check your quarters carefully, especially those from 2004. You might just strike gold. Well, silver and copper, to be exact.